What's going on, everybody? Zach from Forward Strength. Again, the basis for all these videos is that all humans should have a basic understanding of proper body function and how to address dysfunction. So this is where all this stuff is coming from. So you really should know how this works, your version of the stick figure person. Our premise for the video today is fitness is more than just bodybuilding. We're not just talking about doing shoulder day and then leg day and then putting just more muscle mass on your frame. We have to talk about how the whole system works together. So you have a little stick figure person pressing a bar overhead, right? So a strict press traditionally in the bodybuilding world would be known as a shoulder exercise, but it's not just a shoulder exercise, right? It's not even just like the delts, right? This big muscle that we think of as your shoulder. Because if you look at this person, the weight's overhead. So this muscle, right, the delt is pressing the bar overhead. Okay, I buy that. But also, your lats, your back muscles have to support the bar so it doesn't wobble back and forth. Your pecs and your chest muscles have to support the bar for the same reason. And now, there's a balance that has to happen between these muscles so that the bar doesn't just topple forward or topple backwards. And if you have a hard time with the overhead position, then something here is out of balance. Your front muscles, probably, or your back muscles aren't strong enough, or they're too strong, or there's an imbalance. That's what we talk about, or excuse me, that's what we mean when we talk about imbalance. The same goes for your hips, right? So your core and your hip flexors have to be tight and turned on so you don't just fall over and bend at the waist. And your glutes and low back have to be turned on so that the same thing, you don't just fall over backwards. So now we also have tension here, and that's necessary. If you don't do that, and you're only working this, and you literally just relax your lower body, you're just gonna fall over, like literally just fall over. So the same thing happens with the hamstrings and the quads, the calf muscles, right? The calves and then the anterior tib in the front, down into your feet. All of this tension has to be happening to make this movement happen. And if we're only considering what happens up here, right, we're missing out on the rest of the body and thusly the rest of the system. Now our normal circle graph isn't on here, but we talk about posture and movement relating to muscles and organs and hormones and nervous system. Yep, that's all of them. Again, it's just the whole picture. We have to think about all of these things. And if you're sitting there just saying, I'm going to work shoulders today and just work legs today, we have a lot of room that we can actually get a lot more bang for your buck out of that. So remember, fitness is more than just bodybuilding. It's not just about packing muscle mass onto your frame or losing weight and reducing body fat. Those things are cool. It's more about how your whole sort of system works together. So again, I'm Zach, Forward Strength. Thanks a lot.